Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you so much for joining me for the Sagittarius full moon pick a card tarot reading. Now, this is a special full moon as it is a blue moon. We had our first full moon on May 1st, and this is the second full moon that occurs on Sunday, May 31st. So it's a blue moon in Sagittarius. And the moon will conjunct with the Gemini sun at 1:45 a.m. Pacific time or 4:45 a.m. Eastern time. So be sure to adjust to your time zone on the planet. We also have the Sagittarius moon trining with Saturn in Aries. So this is a great time to plan out your goals for the next 12 months. Saturn is very good about organizing your goals with strategies and also carrying through with committing to those goals. And so we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 with the sodalite points. This is pile 2 with the blue calcite. And this is pile 3 with the lapis lazuli. Take your time in choosing your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's your intuition letting you know that there's a message for you in that pile as well. Please keep in mind that these are general tarot readings, so only go with the messages that resonate with you. I'll begin with pile 1. There'll be timestamps down below for the other readings, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you were drawn to the double-pointed sodalite stone, welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your 3 Moonology cards, and then we'll dive deeper into your reading with some more cards and tarot. We begin with the last quarter moon in Gemini, so clear your mind. Your next card is the moon's moment, synchronicity. So clear your mind so that you can tune into those synchronicities. And then we have the answers you need are coming with the full moon in Gemini. So the full moon in Gemini will occur 6 months from now in Sagittarius season. And with this blue moon in Sagittarius, trining with Saturn in Aries, this is a great time for planning out the next 12 months and committing yourself to those goals. Of course, keep your plans flexible, allow for synchronicity, and I feel like that clearing your mind is going to tune you into those synchronicities, and it is those synchronicities that hold the answers that you need. So let's get you an energy card. And we have for you a woman holding a heart with 44. Okay, this can be a lovely time for love, but also caring for yourself. The bottom of the deck, we have number 17 with action. So it might be time to take action on something that you love, because a woman holding her heart, this is feminine love. This is you opening your heart, healing, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, but also taking action on going after what you love. Okay, let's get you a card from the Super Attractor. Let's see what you are attracting. And we have for you, in stillness I receive. Okay, in stillness you receive the answers you need that are coming. And it's also opening you up for those synchronicities. And in that stillness, you can clear your mind. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, I feel my way into faith one step at a time. And here's a bridge. So I do feel like that this also tunes in with the synchronicity. So let's dive deeper into your reading with some tarot. I'm using Tarot of a Moon Garden. And we begin with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about resources. She's very much involved with her community, but this is also a woman, which reminds me of the woman holding a heart and going after her goals, doing what she cares about and loves. And the Queen of Pentacles loves her community. And your community is as big or small as it is for each of you, because this is a general reading. But this is saying maybe getting out more with your community, get yourself involved with aspects of your community that you love. Next, we have Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the queen of discernment and evaluation. She is also about clarity. Notice her sword is above, the point of the sword is above the clouds. This is clearing your mind, reaching for clarity, but also cutting the cords that cloud your mind, cutting the cords of people that cause you indecision, or just toxic situations, whatever those situations may be for you. Uh, and with this Queen of Pentacles, this could be you starting your own business. So, or maybe you have a hobby that has been doing well and you're ready to cut the cords from a job that feels toxic to you. It no longer synchronizes with what it is that you want to do. Next, we have the Ace of Staffs. Okay, this is the card of inspiration. You are inspired. Next, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords is, I feel like that you're kind of tired of the competition, tired of defending your position. And that could be why you are seeking a business or something that you enjoy doing. And it very well could be that this Five of Swords has inspired you to leave a situation that is toxic and being your own sovereign, doing what you love to do. And then we have the Knight of Staffs. Okay, I love seeing this because this is the card of synchronicity. And to me, this is confirmation to the synchronicity card. Everything you need will come to you. You are opening up to synchronicity. Okay, let's get some clarification on this with the Light Seers Tarot. On the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, this is someone who has been disappointed too many times. You're just tired of being disappointed. But here you have a rainbow coming into this fourth bowl. And this is the magical ingredient needed to blend what's in the other three bowls. This is a card of blending. It is also a card of looking at your frustrations. You know, is this a situation you want to be in? And it's a time to look into your heart and discover what it is that feels right for you at this time. On the Queen of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, contentment, satisfaction. And I do feel like that with this card being on the Queen of Swords, you're very content with letting go, cutting the cords from toxic situations, toxic people, and just clearing your mind. Maybe you have too many people talking in your ear telling you what you should do when you need to be in your own stillness to receive the answers you need, to clear your mind to receive those answers. On the Ace of Staffs, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, that means what I said with the Ace of Staffs is what I meant. You are being inspired to begin something new. This is a new journey. On the Five of Swords, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, this is really crazy. So the Five of Swords on the Five of Swords, again, meaning what I said. You are really tired of defending your position because somebody else wants your position. The Five of Swords is that competition. And when, you know, you're always having to defend yourself in that competition, you get tired of it. Maybe it's just time to pass the torch with the Ace of Wands to someone else who wants to play those games, and it frees you to do what it is that you love to do, and you are ready to start a new journey. The knights are instigators of change, and I do feel like that change is coming. And on the Knight of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, protecting yourself, defending your space. This is putting up your boundaries, letting people know I'm not putting up with all of this arguing, toxicity, having to defend your position. And in some ways, the Nine of Wands is defending your position, but it's in more of a way of setting up a boundary. It's like, I'm not even going to fight. I'm going to put up this wall. I'm going to put up this barrier, and you're not going to pass it. The Nine of Wands, this is the seasoned warrior, the wounded warrior. And we do have Chiron in Aries right now, which is Chiron is the wounded warrior. And this is saying it's time to take care of yourself, to do some healing. We have the woman holding her heart. You need some stillness so that you can receive the answers that you seek. But first, you have to clear your mind. Okay, let's get you a magical spell card because it's always fun to do magic with the full moon. And this is a blue moon, so very special moon. And I do like that this Gemini full moon is blue. So we have number 45, Dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. And this could be the stillness that you seek to receive those answers. And at the bottom of the deck, we have confidence with number 32. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. Okay, so I do feel like that maybe being in a toxic situation has um, torn away at your energy, since we have the energy card here with 13. A light inside my fire divine. Energy, fill me, make me shine. So I do feel like that you are just tired and you need to give yourself a break. Maybe it's just a vacation you need to have some stillness, to get some really good sleep where you can actually dream when you're not so exhausted and, dreaming of being at work, because that, when you start dreaming of being at work, that is a sign that you're at work too much and you're not dreaming your dreams. You're still doing what you do during the day. It's just playing out again in your head while you sleep. And especially if you're waking up exhausted. Okay, let's get you some Forest Fae cards. And we have for you the Spiny Sister. Take pride in yourself. Okay, pride goes very nice with confidence. Next, we have the Woodwife. Trust your inner wisdom. We also have this woman holding a heart. So trust your inner wisdom, that synchronicity. And then we have the Wild God. Go to the woods, to moss, to mud, to magic. Hey, I do feel like that in the stillness I receive. And maybe going on a camping trip will be ideal for you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the old paths. Walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. And I feel like that card wants to come out. So we're going to put it right here. Okay, let's get you some cards from your forest friends. Okay, here is your artwork, and it says, Mystical Fox, look within. Calm your mind and listen to your inner voice. What is it trying to tell you? In stillness, you receive. Next, here's your artwork. And we have Hare and Fox Companions. Complexity. Embrace all parts of yourself, even the contradictory ones. You are both wild and grounded, gentle and fierce. And I think that goes very well with your reading, especially with that Five of Swords and this Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Because the Nine of Cups is about being content. The Ace of Wands is about being inspired and starting something new. And the Five of Swords is, I am tired of the toxicity. And even with the Four of Cups, you are tired. So, yeah, there can be contradictories there, but in between are the synchronicities. And your final card, we have a beautiful owl. White owl, insight, perspective, and intuitive. You penetrate beyond the surface. Trust your instincts. So clear your mind, trust your instincts. In stillness you shall receive. So this is your reading, pile one. I hope that it resonated with you and inspired you. And until next time, enjoy this blue full moon in Sagittarius. Take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile two. If you were drawn to the blue calcite, welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your 3 Moonology Oracle cards first, and then we'll dive deeper into your reading with some more cards. So we begin with step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. Now, the North Node is your guiding star. It's the goals. Next, we have the full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Well, this happens to be the full moon in Sagittarius, and it is a blue moon. So this is a great time to see the bigger picture. But you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. And then we have reach for the moon, go for it. Okay, this is encouraging you to go for it, to step out of your comfort zone and just do it. Just go for it. So let's get you an energy card from the Energy Oracle, and let's check in with your energies here. Okay, this card fell out. We have number 4 with happy family. At the bottom of the deck, we have the yin yang with 22. So I feel like that there's some kind of balancing going on here. And let's see what we have for you in the Super Attractor. Okay, I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in love of the universe. So I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. Okay, and some of you, the happy family, and this can represent, the happy family can also represent uh, your friends, your extended family, as well as your family. The bottom of the deck, we have spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. So maybe this is a family business. Maybe this is manifesting a happy family and trusting in that love of the universe. Okay, let's dive deeper into this reading with some tarot. I'm using tarot of a moon garden. Let's try that again. Okay, and we begin with the Six of Cups. Okay, the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, remembering the past. Maybe you're thinking of the days of happy family, when you were happy with your family. Thinking back in your childhood. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups is someone bringing you love. The Knights are instigators of change. And I like this with the Six of Cups because sometimes the Six of Cups can be the gift of love, and you are receiving love from the universe. Next, we have the Five of Staves. The Five of Staves is a clash of ideas because the Five of Staves represent our thoughts and our ideas. And I feel like that this Knight of Cups is bringing love to this situation. Maybe there's something that you've always wanted to do since you were a child, but you haven't had the opportunity to do that, and it keeps calling to you. And in a way that it's clashing with your other ideas, like how can you get this to work for you? You may have to step out of your comfort zone to go for it, stepping back to seeing the bigger picture. Because the Five of Staves is a card of sparring. So you're kind of in the mix. So you're not really stepping back to see what's going on. Then we have the Page of Cups. This is a card of creativity. The page, and it's also youth. So I do feel like that it is tuning into this Six of Cups as well as this Knight of Cups. A lot of cups here, 3 cup cards so far. But this is asking you to tap into your creativity. And sometimes our creativity can be a way that we work through the Five of Staffs, that conflict of ideas. Next, we have the Seven of Staves. Okay, the Seven of Wands. This is standing up in your truth, standing up for yourself. In the traditional tarot, this is the person who's standing on top of a mountain and he's defending himself, standing up for his truth, standing up for what he thinks is right. The bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Okay, the Tower is bringing you back to the foundation of your truth. And the foundation of your truth may land you in something that you've always been interested in. What was your childhood dream? What is it that you thought that you would become? And now you're being asked to go for it. So let's get some clarifying tarot cards on here with the Light Seers Tarot. On the Six of Cups, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups is a card of grief. So I feel like that you're grieving for something that you haven't been able to do. And that's what's causing this contradictory here in the center of your reading here with that Five of Staves. And I feel like that you're meant to work through it creatively and to bring that truth out. Next, we have the Emperor on the Knight of Cups. To me, and this is Aries energy. And we do have Saturn and Aries trining with this blue moon. So I do feel like that it's time to take action on what it is that you love doing. This could just develop into a hobby, but it's going to be very healing for you. On the Five of Staffs, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about using the resources that you have on hand. So maybe you have some supplies. I'm going to use art as the metaphor here, but you might have some supplies of things that you were interested in doing, whatever art supplies you have on hand, and using them creatively, using the resources that you have now to work with what towards your hobby. developing your hobby. I do feel like that a hobby is calling to you, something that you once enjoyed doing, and you're missing doing that, doing something that you loved doing when you were younger. And it's asking you to take action on that, work with what you have. It could be just having a notebook and pen and paper or your laptop, whatever it is that feels right for you. Writing might be something that you've always enjoyed doing. Artwork might be something that you always enjoyed doing. It could be knitting or crocheting, and you might have some of those supplies, you know, in a box somewhere, and you're being asked to go get that and work with what you have. On the Page of Cups, we have the Magician, the magic. This is where the magic is. The Page of Cups is about creativity. So you're meant to work with your creativity. Magic is creativity. Magic is manifesting your desires. And on the Seven of Staves, we have the Lovers. Okay, we do have the happy family here too. Maybe you're standing up or standing next to uh, your lover. Maybe your lover is encouraging you to do what you love doing. It's your turn to work on something. And it could be that your family, maybe you were busy raising your family. So you had to put things, your hobbies aside. And now your children are grown up enough to where you do have some time to spend in your hobbies. And they're calling to you. And the Lovers is also ruled by Gemini. It's also about making a choice. So let's get you a couple magical spell cards. It's always fun to do magic, especially with the moon. And this is a blue moon. So once in a blue moon is calling to you. And I do feel like that your hobby could turn into a business. We do have the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles here. And this could be a hobby that turns into a little side business for you. Okay, so we have study with 36. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Okay, so maybe some of you had to put school, higher education on hold while you raised your family. And now it's asking you to go back to those studies. For some of you, this could be going back to school. For others, it could just be getting those books and reading about, learning about what it is you want to do. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have 31 with trust. I am safe. I am secure. In love, I trust. My faith endures. And here you have, I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. So you're being asked to trust the universe. Trust in love. You have the Lovers here with the Seven of Staves. I do feel like that someone is standing next to you, uh, allowing you to trust. Trust in your love, trust in the lover, and trust in the magic of love. Something beautiful is trying to manifest. And for some of you, this could be manifesting your happy family. Okay, so let's get you some cards from the Forest Fae. And we have for you the witch hare, cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. Feel like that this is telling you go for it, trust and go for it. Next, we have the spiny sister. Take pride in yourself. Then we have the soothsayer. Travel the road seldom taken. Trust in your dreams. Go for it. And then we have the woodwife. Trust in your inner wisdom. Okay, this could be studying those subjects that are of interest to you. And from there, it helps inspire you to seeing the bigger picture. It guides you along the way. And some of you might be in school at this time and or doing summer classes. Maybe some of you are preparing a class, an evergreen class, and so you're studying up on it and you're getting ready to teach that class. Okay, so from your forest friends, we have, this is your artwork, and it says the snacking squirrel. Okay, so simple pleasures, have a tasty treat, enjoy life's simple pleasures to the full. Here is your artwork. We have butterfly, and we have a butterfly, and it looks like a cat. So you are emerging from your shell. Your spirit is always evolving and becoming more beautiful. So step out of your comfort zone, see the bigger picture, and go for it. Your happy family has you. Trust in your happy family. They are encouraging you. You are evolving. You are growing. And when you study, you're growing your mind. Okay, here is your final card. And we have the moth. Embrace change. If you let yourself be guided by the light, you can reach your higher self. So I do feel like that you have those who love you, who have your back. They're standing with you in your truth. They're supporting you to go after your dreams. Something that you put on hold for a while, and now you're missing it. And you're being encouraged to go for it. So I'm going to end your reading here, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that it inspires you and you found it helpful. So until next time, enjoy this beautiful blue full moon in Sagittarius. Take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile 3. If you were drawn to the lapis lazuli stone, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin with your 3 Moonology cards, and then we'll dive deeper into your reading. So we begin with Moonshining, Stay in Integrity. So be true to yourself. Next, we have Full Moon in Aquarius, Be Real. And then we have It's Time to Release Negativity, with the full moon in Scorpio. So we have 3 full moons here. And this is the blue moon in Sagittarius. So I do feel like that this is asking you to release negativity, whether that's within you or around you or both. But be real, stay true to yourself. stay in your integrity. So let's get you a super attractor card to see what you are attracting at this time. And we have for you, as soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. Okay, so I do feel like that this is asking you to release that negativity, shine some light in that darkness, and be real. The bottom of the deck, we have when I merge. Oh, when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. So, this is asking you to find your place within yourself that is peaceful. And the way to do that is to get rid of that negativity. And let's check in with your energy with the Energy Oracle. And we have for you Healer of the Ages with number 51. So I do feel like that you are healing something within you. That bottom of the deck, we have 25 with deceit. So then we have a man holding a coin and the third chakra archangel Shemuel. So I feel like that this is saying that maybe you were deceived by someone. It may have had something to do with some money, and it really impacted your confidence. And here we have the solar plexus, your solar plexus, that confidence card. You know, that's the third chakra, is the solar plexus. So I do feel like that you're healing your confidence. And that's why it's asking you to stay in your integrity. Just because somebody else did you wrong doesn't mean that you learn something from that. So release that negativity. You learn from the situation. You're coming back to who you are. You're coming back into your peace. You're shining that light into the dark corners. And you're not going to get fooled again by someone like that. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this reading. And full moons are a great way to illuminate that darkness, especially the emotional darkness, feeling your way through it and healing it. With Healer of the Ages, I'm also getting the feeling of doing some Reiki or energy work, doing some chakra work that will help heal and open your confidence again. And of course, being real will definitely make you feel more confident. So we begin with the Eight of Swords. Okay, feeling the fear, but you're closing your eyes to it. So you're being asked to look at it, to not be afraid. It's not as scary as you think. And then here we have the Hierophant, seeking that spiritual light. The Hierophant is also a teacher. It is your church community. It could be what your personal beliefs are. It could be organizing, institution, learning. But the Hierophant is also channeling divine messages to you. And I do feel like that's kind of that healer of the ages. His crown chakra is also glowing. So I feel like that you are channeling that divine energy through you, and it comes out through your hands, and you're sharing that light, that fire of desire. Okay, then we have the Three of Staffs. This is asking you to expand, and it's also a card of patience. Be patient with yourself, be patient with the situation. Next, we have the Four of Staffs. This is crossing the finish line. This is a card of celebration. And I do like seeing that, because this is a happy moment for you. You are going to get past this fear, and it might have something to do with your faith. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is a blessing in disguise. This was a tough lesson that you learned with the Eight of Swords, uh, having to do with your fears. The Hierophant, trusting the universe to help you expand, because the universe is always expanding, and then reaching your goals, which could be letting go of that negativity. Release that negativity so that you can receive the blessing. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower, having that Tower moment. It's the truth being revealed. It's knocking you down to your foundations, where you rebuild on what's real. The tower didn't stand because it was on a faulty foundation, or that foundation, you built too high on that foundation, so it fell. But you can still start with that foundation and rebuild something. You learned from your mistakes, and now you're healing from it. Okay, let's get some clarifying tarot cards on here with the Light Seers. On the Eight of Swords, we have the Page of Wands. This is really nice. Being adventurous. Explore your doubts and fears. Learn where they came from. Why are you afraid of these situations? What happened that created this fear, and heal that. On the Hierophant, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, remember what I said, blessings in disguise. You have been stabbed in the back many, many times, and here we have the Hierophant helping you be the healer of the ages, healing from that, and giving you blessings. The Ten of Swords is also like shedding an old skin. I see it as like a snake shedding its old skin for new growth. It no longer fits in that old skin, so it's bursting open. On the Three of Staffs, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, expanding. Good times are ahead of you. This is also part of that blessings in disguise. And then on the Four of Staffs, we have death and rebirth, reaching that goal of rebirth, recreating yourself. You've reached this goal. What's your next goal? But be sure to take time to celebrate in reaching that goal before you start on the next goal. On the Ten of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is energy coming in, energy going out. Quite often this, the Pentacles have to do with money, with business. You have money coming in, you have money going out, and it's finding that balance between the two. You have only so much energy, And you might have been spreading yourself a little too thin with that Ten of Swords. And now you've reached that breaking point to where it's like, you need a break. You need to see that light. You need to be real with yourself in knowing what your limits are. And I feel like that you are pushing past those limits. And like the snake bursting out of that old skin, it still has to peel away and release that negativity, that which is holding you back, and regaining balance. Giving yourself an opportunity to heal and recuperate some of those energies as well. So let's get you a couple magical spell cards, because it's always fun to do magic. And we have not just a full moon, but we have a beautiful blue moon. And we have grace with number 20. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. Yes, getting out of that old snake skin and letting that rebirth, because snakes do kind of represent that death and rebirth as well as wisdom. And the blessing in disguise here is grace. And at the bottom of the deck, we have number 8 with destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Okay, trust. Trust in love. I feel like that needed to be, because that's also at the bottom of the deck. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. Doing what you love. Okay, let's get you some Forest Fae cards here. And we have for you, away we fly, take the cloud roads, delight in your imagination. And I love that, especially with this Page of Wands, because he's an explorer. He's an adventurer. And with that being on the Eight of Swords, rise above your doubts and fears. Okay, the witch hare. Cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. Time to release negativity. Cross that threshold with the Four of Wands here, the Four of Staffs, that rebirth. When you go through that threshold, because the Four of Staffs is a threshold, there's rebirth there. Next, we have the Fringe Dweller. See with eyes and heart wide open. And then Lady of the Lost. Give to others, treasure life and all its magic. Okay, well, I feel like that what you're giving to others is healing. The bottom of the deck, we have to the Greenwood. Seek comfort and acceptance. Be kind to yourself. I do feel like that is also a message for you, to be kind to yourself. Some of you may feel a little lost at this time, so you're being asked to be kind to yourself. Okay, let's get you a few cards from the Forest Friends and complete your reading here. What do your Forest Friends have for you? Okay, we have the cat and the butterflies. Okay, so butterfly, growth, You are emerging from your shell. Your spirit is always evolving and becoming more beautiful. And I think that speaks to the Ten of Swords as well as this death and rebirth. Next we have, here's your artwork, and we have the leaping hare. And I feel like this goes with the witch hare. Cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. Agility, quick on your feet, you can find solutions to any problem. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, it's turning. If things were going rough for you, and according to this reading, you've been dealing with some doubts and fears, and you're ready to bring that to a close and start something new. So things are going to start getting better for you, even if it's just in the healing phase. You got to give yourself some time to heal. And then we have, this is your artwork. Okay, a peaceful fox, recharge. Take time out from life's demands. Rest, refresh, restore. And I have mentioned that throughout the reading, so I feel like that's a confirmation to that. And I'm going to end your reading here, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, you found it helpful and inspiring. And until next time, enjoy this beautiful blue full moon. Take care and blessed be, my friends.